Hello and welcome to another episode of the AI Show. This is Seth Juarez coming to you from my basement, if I had one. I'm so excited to be here. Let me turn my voice up a little bit. Hello to our new fabulous time at Mondays at 8:30 in the morning Pacific time, bright and early, because we wanted more people to be able to watch, okay? We found that Fridays at 11, whilst great for me, maybe wasn't great for other people. We had guests like showing up like in Europe time. It was like 7 p.m. on a Friday, and it's like, what? Where's everybody coming from? Feel free to put it in the chat. We'll call you out. We can say hello to you. We have some of our good friends here. Avi, hold on. Someone's here. I got to say the thing. Janiscu number 7. He's in I gotta turn this down. He's in watching in Twitch. So basically he's like, hello? Am I the only one here on Twitch? Hello? There might be another person there. I asked my mom to log in a couple of times just to make it look like there was more people. All right, we got someone from India. Welcome, my friend. So delightful to see you, Amol. I've been to India one time. It was glorious. It was in the before times, if you know what I mean. South Africa. Stephen Derrier, how are you, my friend? South Africa, a lovely place. I've also been there one time. I feel like a used car salesman, you know, with this, like, I'm leaving you up, Steven, for a little bit. Now, for a limited time only. I know. What can I say? Hola, Señor Juárez, desde Ecuador. Never been to Ecuador, but I've been to Peru, which is close, but they're not friends. They are friends, but you know. Hello, my friend. It's pronounced Norway. I mean, no, or are you saying no way? Or is that how you say Norway in Norway? No way. Okay. All right. All righty. Welcome. Oh, look, here we go. Vancouver, Canada. Lovely place. I've been there one time. I feel like there's a pattern happening here. From Somalia. Welcome, my friend. Closest I've been to Somalia is Kenya. And I know people from Eritrea, which is close by. Which is cool. Like, most Americans don't even know there's a country called Eritrea. I'm just saying. You know, I'm trying to, like, show people the goods here. Okay? All right. Today, I fixed my pen so that everyone can see stuff. Touch is on. I didn't get the reverb. Today we have Dennis from Voiceflow. It's a cool piece of tech that I'm excited to learn more about that uses some amazing stuff from OpenAI. We're all going to learn about it together, and Dennis is going to instruct us in the ways of Voiceflow. Number two. Number dos. Number two. We need to really, we didn't get to it last time, but hopefully we do this time. We need to get back to our Roshambo project because there's like cobwebs and stuff, and it's an embarrassment. I'm going to write it out. Embarrassment. You know? It's an embarrassment. Sorry, I had to turn a dial up on the other music. It's embarrassing. Like, it looks bad. I need to fix it. Yeah, by the way, thank you. Yes, did you notice how I cut in the whiteboard there? But I made it a blackboard. Because Roshambo. Yeah, I mean, Roshambo is it's how we pronounce it here on the AI show. Roshambo. Okay. Well, I've also noticed, friends, that the hour goes by really fast. Like last time I was like, all right, let's get to work on our project. We got show's over. Also next week, Cassie and I are going to be delving into the bowels of some project together. It's vacation time for us, but tomorrow we're going to record something and we'll release it to you, our dear friends. Then. Alrighty. I think it's time. There's no scratching of whiteboards in our Peggy calling me out in the background. Roshambo. Yeah, I haven't worked on it. Okay. I haven't done it. Okay. All right. I think it's time for Dennis to come on over and say hello. I'm bringing up Dennis. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Seth. Going well. I was going to ask, how many times have you been to Toronto?
One time.
There we go.
he laid it up for me. Yes, I've been to Toronto one time. It was for a thing. Like everywhere, people are going to come up with obscure places, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I was there one time. Sorry, I bought a vocal processor. I told my wife that it was important for the production workflow, and so I try to use it as often as I can, Dennis. That's why you're hearing that. So thanks for calling me out. I mean, now we have Peggy, and now we have you, Dennis, just calling me out. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm here to
You
learn.
can come visit a second time. We'll be friendly. We don't fight too much. So.
No, they told me never to come back.
Okay.
They're like, no, don't come back, Seth. It's the smell. Like, that's why we don't do this live. Well, in person. This is actually live. So, all right, Dennis. So just to let you know, I'm going to turn this lounge music off for a second. This is live. Sometimes what we do is we pre-record some shows and then we play them and have people come on afterwards, but we're like, no, not with Dennis. He is a live kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be doing a live demo, so hopefully that works. Maybe
that's okay.
1% of times it works. So.
Our guests, our folks that watch are so nice. They will razz you only for months, sometimes years, but that's it. No more of that. I have my echo on still. Okay, all right, my friends. So we'll start this wonderful show with Dennis. I'm going to turn this off. And then, all right, you ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all ready to go. So, hey, everyone, I'm Dennis.
Hold on. I gotta tell you how we do this. So I do like a little promo. I do like a promo video where I say stuff like, "You're not gonna want to miss this episode of the AI show where we're talking about how Voiceflow incorporated blah blah blah," and then you're like, "Ooh!" Everyone's like, "Ooh!" And then I play our official bumper. I'll play just a second of it. You ready?
All right.
That's the bumper, and then we get into it like that. I should have prepped you, but it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be great. I'm not gonna mess this up, Dennis. I told my therapist that I'm good at what I do, and I did my positive energy affirmations this morning, as I'm sure you did.
Oh, we'll see. We got 50 minutes to keep channeling that positive energy. So.
All right, friends. You're not going to want to miss this episode of the AI show where we're talking all about how Voiceflow incorporated OpenAI for enterprise, the enterprise use case. Make sure you tune in. Hello and welcome to this episode of the AI show. We're talking with Dennis about how Voiceflow incorporated OpenAI for enterprise use cases. How you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing great. How are you, Seth?
Fantastic. Tell us who you are and what you do.
So I work at a Canadian startup named Voiceflow. I've been there for the past year and a half, building out some cool ML features. A couple I'll be showing off today. Prior to that, I was working at a large global bank for a number of years as a senior cloud architect. So I'm familiar with the ways of the enterprise. So I went from enterprise to startup, and today we'll be joining both worlds together.
That is fantastic. So tell us about Voiceflow. What does it do? Well, who's it for, etc.? Give us the elevator pitch.
Absolutely. So Voiceflow makes it easier to make conversational assistants. So we can talk about chatbots, voice assistants, phone systems, you name it. We support a number of different channels. We'll be demoing a web channel today, but we provide a really clean canvas and an easy way to deploy some cool chatbots. So we can go into the demo. It's probably the best way to show and tell.
All right, let's get your screen up, my friend.
All right.
Here we go.
Some elevator music.
Oh yeah, I have some of that. While we get the screen up. By the way, get your questions in there. If you're watching and you have questions for Dennis, if you get them in early, for those of you to watch, there's like a 30-second delay. And so I see your questions 30 seconds later. So make sure you get them in there. And for those that are wondering what we're looking at, Voiceflow, you can see there's a link right here that you can go to aka.ms/Voiceflow. All right, let's get to your screen. All right, what are we looking at here, bud?
So here we have the Voiceflow canvas. Well, actually not the canvas yet. We just have this point. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new assistant. Let's call it AI Show Assistant.
Ooh. We probably need one.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to make a live assistant. So many of our enterprise customers, what they do is that they use us in prototyping, but we're going to make one that you can actually deploy live. We're going to put it on the AI Show website today. So let's hit continue. We can pick a number of channels. So you can see here, we're going to do web chat, but you got SMS, WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams, and a couple other ones here as well. So let's web chat and do it in English today. Let's get onto the canvas. So here we go. We have the Voiceflow canvas here. You can scroll around, zoom in and out if you want. You can invite your friends here as well if you want to work with a couple of folks. Invite teammates. Got Seth right there if you want to pop on the canvas.
Ooh.
So let's build our assistant. So let's go ahead and write our first message. Welcome to the AI Show Assistant. How can I help you? A very basic message. And what we can do right on the canvas is we can just go ahead and we can run our assistant. So there we go. We just got a text box right there, but this lets us do some fast and rapid prototyping. So no need to hit a button, compile something, run a CI/CD process if you're a developer. Anybody can go ahead and do that deployment. So let's add in a couple of buttons here. So let's go to the button step and connect them together. And let's add some buttons. So let's say, who hosts the AI show? It's going to be one button that users can click. Let's say, what was the last episode on? Another button. And third one, let's say, what do we want to add in here? About, yeah, where can I?
So as you're typing this in, this is basically you're creating the flow of the conversation. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So we originally started off as a platform for voice. So we started off with Alexa and Google Home, but eventually we've expanded more into the mid and enterprise market as well. So that's why it's called Voiceflow, but we can set up all these flows here. We got our buttons here. Let's have some responses in here. So typo here. Who hosts the AI show?
Nice. That's okay. I say stuff wrong all the time. So this is an apt assistant for the AI show.
It is. And we got some nice shortcuts here, so we don't have to go to our left-hand side. Some nice UX features there. So we have the last AI show. Let's actually go to the website here and see what it was about. Okay.
It was actually Cassie who did it. So she's the one who was awesome.
Nice. So put the response in here. And what we can actually do is we can have some images here too. So it's pretty neat. It's going to show up in our assistant when we launch it.
Ooh, that's cool.
And where can we watch it? There's that YouTube link I had flying around. That was it. So let's put it in here. Text box here.
Yeah, let me move my ugly face.
Let's put it here. You can watch it at, and we can add some hyperlink text as well. So got some various formats here. All right. So we can go ahead and we can run our prototype again with our new options. Oh, here we go. Who hosts AI show? There we go. We got Seth. We can rerun it again. What was the last episode on? Got that runtime issue. Okay, let's try that again. Live demos. I connected to the wrong block.
Ooh, see? User error. I found it.
User error.
User error.
All right. Try that again. assistant. There we go. There's a nice image right there. All right. So right now we got a very basic assistant in here. Let's actually make it loop back to our original question here so that we can have the user ask multiple questions. So we're going to do a little loop block here, say anything else I can help you with. Anything else I can help with? I'm offline. It's not great.
Are you not online right now? Who am I talking to, Dennis?
It might be a ghost. I'm not sure.
Oh! Are you an AI?
Don't tell them that yet. That's a big reveal.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a secret. That's the later part of the show.
Yeah. Okay. So what else can I do with? And yeah, we got looped back. So let's test that out. Who hosts the AI show? Seth. There we go. We made a nice little continuous chatbot. Now here's where the fun starts, because you might ask, okay, we have this in the Voiceflow prototype, but how do we get it on the AI show website? Well, there's a handy dandy integration tab in here. And what we can do here is customize what our assistant looks like. So let's go ahead and change our logo here. What do we got here? Oh, that's the launcher. I got the logo. There we go. It shows up. Assistant avatar. Let's change that too. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Do you guys have a favorite color? We can go through all the colors in here. We can go black. We can go purple, blue. Let's leave it as black for now.
Nice.
All right. So we got this customization and we got some nice JavaScript in here we can copy over. We're going to do a little bit of magic in here with some inspect.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Function. Yeah. Oh, it's not working. Why is it not working? Because we have to publish our system.
Oh, I see.
We got to hit publish, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
We didn't actually publish it. We got those. We were like prototyping, but we gotta deploy to production. Okay, there we go. So let's refresh that and re-add it. Go to inspect element, do the paste. AI show assistant. Oh, there we go.
Hey, yo.
There's Seth. What else can I help you with? What was the last episode on? Oh, there we go. Okay, wow. Okay, that was pretty smooth. A couple of road bumps. Yeah. All right. So I've showed you how to build a chatbot in Voiceflow, but we haven't done any fancy AI stuff yet.
That's what I was going to ask next. I was going to say this feels like it's pretty, like there is a beaten path that you have going on, but there's no AI bar. So what have you done to make this work with AI?
Let's go through that then. So
let's do it.
On the bottom left-hand side, we got this AI assist little icon that we see. So let's go to our settings and we can see that we've enabled a couple of features here. So we got this AI assist, we've got generative tasks, and we got freestyle. So let's go ahead and turn that on. I'll walk through each of them. Now, one of the things when working with enterprise is that we got to have our disclaimers, go through what our lawyer wants us to say. Large language models do make stuff, so we want to be transparent to users about that. And if you're using a large language model, just keep that in mind. So let's accept that. Okay, so we're back to our canvas. Go through our AI assist feature first. So what we noticed here is for these buttons, we just have the button to actually try to type anything out. Nothing would work. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach an intent. So what an intent is a user action with some examples that a user wants to do. So our intent name might be AI show host. So we're going to try to classify a user statement about who is the AI show host. And let's add some examples in here. So who is the AI show host? Now what you can see here is that I can type all of these out manually, but that'll take some time to make some examples up. Or I can hit this. What is going on?
Oh, refresh.
Refresh. Sometimes we do prod deployments fairly often, so we might have just caught one of those live on camera.
Which is cool. That happens to me all the time when I show our, because I always show the main branch of our software, and people are like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, main branch."
Don't have access to my project. Okay, let's try to reload that again. Oh. That's very strange. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, luckily I have a backup project. So,
Oh, good.
okay, live demos. So here's another backup project. We'll try this again with this one. Okay, so let's attach an intent in here. So who is this host of the AI show? So we were in here, got some examples. Let's delete them. And we're going to hit this generate button. So this is going to use the OpenAI GPT-3 model to generate some responses for us. Here we go. So we got some fairly similar phrases in here, but with some variety as well. So we can go through and click through all of them, hit enter, and that's that. So we generated some phrases, and we can do that for each of our intents. So let's go to this one now. Attach intent. What is the last episode about? Go ahead. Yeah, and all of these were generated with OpenAI model. So we can generate 5, we can generate 10. Takes a little bit of time because the models are quite hefty, and OpenAI has been quite popular recently. So
of course,
wait our turn in line. So yeah, we can go through, select them. Here we go.
So as you're doing that, does that mean that they can ask any of those questions and it will trigger whatever that flow is, or is it also like, is there some other machine learning going on, or help me in?
Yeah, for sure. So you can ask any of those questions, but the magic is we have an NLU model in the back that takes and trains a model based on this called a classification problem. So out of these questions, if you ask a question, what's the most likely path the user wants to go down? So we have 3 different classes in here. So what we can do is up here, right, when we go to run the model, you'll see this little training icon. So we can hit train the assistant, and it'll take a little bit of time, and we're going to train that NLU. So even if you put something not exact or a variation, it'll still direct you down the right path. So
is this a model that you're training yourselves, or how do you do the training?
Yeah, for sure. So we incorporated this feature, I think, 2 years ago, and we've been using Microsoft Lewis for the NLU. But recently, we've made some advancements with our own in-house NLU to speed up the training and improve the accuracy. So that's going to be released pretty shortly, actually. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, Lewis has been helping us out for the past 2 years.
That's delightful.
So
So that's cool. So it's like a double cool thing, because what's happening is not only is it generating these things for you, but then you're also training a model behind the scenes that uses those things as examples to know which bucket to route people to. Am I getting this right?
Yeah, exactly. So we got a couple use cases of machine learning AI in here. There's some more that we actually won't have time to get to, but you'll be able to find it in some of these other tabs in Voiceflow. But let's keep going on the AI assist stuff. So we saw some of these intent generation items. Now we also have response generations to generate some variants. So in this case, we've written one, and you can try to generate 3 variants. So every time that you go through the chatbot, it doesn't say the same thing. So you can see here, it's given us some alternatives, maybe with some more catchy verbiage. But typically it would work better if you have a less specialized one, like something like, how can I help you order a pizza, or I can help you with that. But here we're talking about very specific items. So let's not accept those. We're fine with our current response. So now we've generated some phrases. We have that NLU model trained. Let's go ahead and run it. So rather than saying who is the host, we can say host of AI show. And there we go. We got Seth. So we can see here, I actually have it in a 10 confidence score. So it'll tell me how confident it actually is that the user wants to go down this path. So we got a 91.57%. That's a pretty good mark. So it worked, right? So it's not the exact same question. Now, let's show you the second feature here. So I showed you the AI assist generative task. Let's show you freestyle. I think freestyle is the very cool one. So sometimes you're building a chatbot and you don't know what a user might say, right? But you don't want the conversation to end. So let's say that let's detach these intents for now, just for the sake of the demo. So let's say you're running the chatbot here. And let's say somebody says like, why is the sky blue, right? Nothing to do with our conversation. And you can see here none. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect to the language model and we're going to pass that question through. And then we're going to try to get the user back on track. So we answer the question and then we say, what brings you here today, right? So we're going to try to get the user back on track because we want to answer their question, but we don't want it to just go off the rails, right? We want to have some there. And one of the cool things that we've done is we've added this the response was generated by AI icon. So this is something we want to be transparent with users with, of saying, hey, this is something really, really neat, but this wasn't part of the chatbot's sort of original framework. So I think we're one of the first companies who has this little icon to denote what's sort of human designed and what's AI designed.
I'm a huge fan of that. Like the transparency of just like labeling like, hey, this was generated by AI. So take it with an AI grain of salt, I think is delightful. And then you're trying to get users back on track because you don't want to get them into like the elevator music, like you're on hold kind of situation. Am
Yeah.
I understanding this right?
Yeah, exactly. And if you say something without AI assist, and one of the things with conversation design is you generate the happy path, which is where users should be going, but users always say something random, or you forgot to add like basically a condition somewhere to handle an edge case, and then the conversation just ends, or the assistant says, I don't know what you're saying, and then that's not a great user experience. So instead, we have this sort of global freestyle setting that'll try to get them back on track. And let's try this again. Actually, let's do it with the last episode. So let's say that I'm a user and I'm reading this and I'm like, okay, the last episode was about Optimum, Ovino, and ONNX. And like, what if I don't know what that is, right? Let's say, what is ONNX? And you can see in our design here, we don't handle that use case anywhere, right? So we get a none, and then here we go. We got an answer here from our OpenAI integration, from our freestyle, right? And I can keep asking it questions like, I deploy a ONNX model on Azure. And once again, we're going to actually take the context of the conversation and put it into the large language model. And you can see here we got an answer. So we have this opportunity to usually intelligently answer the question based on the large language model. Sometimes it makes stuff up, so we want to be careful when we use this, but this is a great way, for example, to give this to a user for user testing, have them go through, and then actually add these responses and structures back into our main chatbot. So
Because there's a situation where you because obviously hopefully these things are logged. And so when you're looking at the conversation go off the track, instead of having them go off the track and fall off a cliff, you have them go gently off track and then hopefully bring back. And as we're analyzing this stuff later, we can look at the chat logs and be like, oh, we need to add some more flows to our chat. Is that how you designed it or thinking about it?
exactly. And we actually do this on our Voiceflow website here. We actually have a chatbot that we've built that we use, and that's what happens, right? When a user says something that we haven't handled, right? We actually add that back into our flow. So we use our own product to understand what kind of use cases exist. So.
That's pretty cool. So, any final thoughts or to wrap up? What are some things that you want people to know about when it comes to this stuff, or is there more stuff you want to show us?
Yeah, I'll just let's publish this and
Okay.
this new version and put it on our website once again. So just working on the publishing. Let's look at the integration here. This one has a light blue project. Where's our JavaScript? So let's refresh this and let's go ahead. So this is now enabled with freestyle, right? So we can go ahead. Yeah, so this is the previous conversation I actually had with this with the chatbot. So let's go ahead and say here's the ONNX information. I was asking where we got it from. Let's ask, what should we ask it? We talked about Azure. Okay. How do I deploy an app on Azure? Once again, has nothing to do with the conversation we were designing, but there we go, right? We got some answers. We can deploy on the Azure portal, Visual Studio, third-party tools, and we can keep going with the conversation, right? Because once you're talking to a chatbot and you're learning something and you're trying to figure something out, right? You might not want to keep asking these questions, right? So we can keep going down this path. So I guess to recap, what we did was that we built our chatbot. We enabled some of these AI assist features that use our large language models powered by OpenAI to assist the user. We then deployed it and put it on the Learn Microsoft website. I think we did that. What has it been? 20 minutes, pretty fast. Yeah. So just wanted to share that. And then we offer the transparency with the AI assist feature. So we've seen sort of many startups nowadays try to use AI to help customers out, but we really tried to focus on what is the use case, how can we fit this in a nice way and improve our users' workflows. And I think we actually have a video webinar attached below where we're talking to some of our enterprise customers, customers of tens of thousands of employees, actually talking about how they use Voiceflow with these features. So if you have a chance, you can check that out, and happy to take any questions. Unless Seth has like an outro. So
I do. By the way, these are the links that you can go to if you want to take a look at Voiceflow. I think it's a fantastic way of using AI to help customers. Number one. Number two, I really love the transparency and the responsibility on how you're using some of these large language models. Well, my friend, thank you so much for spending some time with us. And thank you for watching. We were learning all about how to use Voiceflow, how Voiceflow incorporated OpenAI for enterprise use cases. This is the AI Show. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. Take care. All right, let's get to some questions here. Turn the music back on. Here we go. All right, so some people did ask some questions. The first question I had from Mohammed was, let me scroll to it. Scroll. Is it possible to call a web API with Voiceflow?
It is. Thank you for the question, Mohammed. I didn't get to that, but on the left-hand side, there's a little block that you can see. It's called an API block. And I actually should have said, anybody can make a Voiceflow account and follow along. So there's an API block within our canvas. So you can just connect to that and do whatever you need to do. There's some really great products that have been built with API connections.
Lovely. The next question, is it possible to name those blocks? Remember when you were creating those blocks, can you name them? Because they were just like response text number 2.
Yes. So that was me being a classic developer of not naming my variables well, not writing clean code. So we could go back and name all of them properly. So you can think about just how you're structuring code, right? You can name, this is your AI show block. This is your last episode block. So you can see there, you can hover over and actually name them.
Fantastic. Those are the 2 questions. Anything that I should have asked, Dennis?
I guess, how can I use Voiceflow? Just go to voiceflow.com, create an account. The OpenAI features are available for free. You have 20,000 tokens. So if you want to build a chatbot, Voiceflow is a great place to start.
Not just the chatbot, though, but it also works on a bunch of other targets from what I was seeing, right? Because it started out as
Absolutely.
phone, as audio stuff, and then it just diverged into all the other places too, right?
Yeah. I think we got
All
8
right,
platforms now.
8. Hold
Yeah.
on. Now with 8 platforms. Like, we should have done it at the beginning. I don't know what we were thinking, Dennis. I mean, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
need that
We could have
feature
done
too.
We need to do the feature where it sounds like I'm in an arena. Well, Dennis, it's been a delight to have you. Thanks for being with us, my friend.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Seth. Have a great
All
rest
right,
of
dude.
your,
We'll see you
your show.
on
Yeah.
the flip. We'll see you on the flip side, bud. Take care. Oh. Sorry, I pushed it too many times.
Sorry. I made a mistake.
That was cool. And that was cool. They use some Azure services to build it too. So there's a really good, I think that's a really good use case for OpenAI stuff, by the way. And that's just the way they add the disclaimers or the, not the disclaimers, but the labeling. Like, I think, again, if I was wearing a tie, I would flip it over because that's when I'm just saying stuff from my own brain. Even though I say stuff from my own brain all the time. I think if we labeled AI stuff, then folks would be like, oh, you know, like when you go to the store and you're like, oh, this is processed meat. I'm okay with it. Or if you're not okay with it, you're not okay with it. But at least you know. You can make an informed decision. And so that labeling, I think, is fantastic. All right. So we got about 20 minutes left. Let's go ahead and get back into our project here. Let me see. What project am I working on here? See, I was working on a chat too. This is the last thing I was working on. You know how Visual Studio Code opens the last thing you were doing? This is what I was doing. Look at that. Could you please take 2 minutes to tell us how well Bicep is working for you? Sorry, my face is in the way. You can't even see what I'm saying. This thing right here. Can you please take 2 minutes to tell us how well Bicep is working for you? Not well. Not well. Maybe I should work out, you know? Just like or not. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I remember. I was working on this on Saturday, and the Cosmos emulator would not work for me. I was so mad. I can't look at you. I can't look at you. You disgust me. Okay. All right. Control Shift. Back tick. Let's see what we got here. Were we using yarn for this stuff? What was going on? Let's see. Yeah, looks like there's yarn in there. Yarn. So yarn. I'm guessing yarn dev. CD web. Yarn dev. Oh, I got a new keyboard. I may have a problem. Okay, let's see what we got. No next config.js. Did I delete something? Oh no. Oh, did I just break my website? Oh, you know, no problem. We'll just go to GitHub. I remember one time, no joke, friends, I was working on a project forever, and then I used an automated tool to generate something and deleted all my code. I was so embarrassed. GitHub.com, AI advocate, Roshambo. All right, let's see what our Next.js config file look like. We didn't have one. So why is it mad at me? Is it this? Is it me? Crypto? Uh-oh. Have we been hacked? Let's take a look here. Node internal crypto hash. No, this is a cryptographic thing. Never. I thought I was hacked for a second. Let me try again. Let me do yarn install. And then yarn dev. What is going on? All right, it's time to do what any good programmer would do. We'll do this. Error message. Digital envelope unsupported. Do the workarounds mentioned in the issue link run for you. Downgrade to Node 16. Enable legacy OpenSSL. Oh, I upgraded my Node.js. Let's try this. Beep, beep. PowerShell. Thank you. CLS. Oh, man. Maybe I need to restart this. Maybe it's like, I don't see your new environment. Ya honky. All right, here we go. I know. It's just like every time you upgrade a thing or whatever, it's just like, did I do the wrong thing? I did the wrong thing, didn't I? I did the wrong thing. ls yarn dev. No, still not happy. Where do I put this? I've had this question so many times. I don't know where this code goes. Let's see. Did set node options consider downgrading and still won't let you to use it forever? You must be on a V17 app or more. It might be that I need to, because this is old version of. It might be an old version. Oh, I'm looking at the Python stuff. Like I don't even know what I'm doing there. Okay, package.json. Maybe it's because I have a really old version of Next.js. How do you upgrade stuff? Here, let's see. Upgrade all node packages package.json. How do you do that? Is there like a command in Yarn with Yarn? How do I update? Oh, look at that. I have a React app with Dev Lover Umar. You and me are the same person right now, but you're from 2 years ago. I have a React with deprecated dependencies. To make it work, I have to update. I should just come on here because I go on Twitch sometimes, and apparently there's a thing where people like whisper in the thing. I should just go on and be like the Stack Overflow whisperer. Hold on. I gotta get some good music here. Let's see if I can get some good ones. Here. I have a React app with deprecated dependencies. To make it work, I have to update the dependencies to their newer but stable versions. I mean, would you listen to that? Would that be a show that you would watch? I don't know if I would watch myself doing that. Hold on. Next. As per this Stack Overflow thread, to update dependencies in package.json to the latest versions, npm check updates is the best option for npm. However, I'm using Yarn for package management. Is there an equivalent? npm checks update in Yarn? See, that was sad. That was a sad version. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, Yarn upgrade interactive latest. Okay, let's do this. Because I'm using Next.js in another project, and it's not giving me any of that hokiness. Okay. Boom. Yarn upgrade interactive version 1.22.19. Which Okay, here we go. This is great. I love this. Choose which packages to update. Press space to select, A to toggle all. A. Okay. Enter. Here we go. The magic is happening as we speak. I don't see these getting updated though. It was at 17. Okay. You see, this is all new stuff. React 18, Next 13. Let's see if it works. I did a thing. We learned a thing, and we read dramatically from Stack Overflow. I think this is a job well done. Yarn install, even though it just did this. Yarn dev. Ah. Look at this. Ah. Yeah. It's just sometimes you need to update. Hold on. Sometimes you need to update those Yarn dependencies. Thank you, Janisky number 7, for letting me use that joke and the rim shot. Hold on. Okay, cool. Now it works. Let's open it up. And let me remind you what this project does. Localhost 3000. Here we go. Use my webcam. Hello. It's like a version of me. Like, I don't know, which camera do you like better? This one or this one? Or this one or this one? Oh, sorry, this one. This one or this one? This one or this one? I don't know. And then when we submit, if I go like this, rock. That's what that's saying. Okay, so this is working. But there was like a train. We were like training it, right? I think we were doing a train. Yes, we were. Look at how smart we are. None. Okay, so we were doing a thing. We were doing a thing. Paper. Yeah. Here's the array of images. Holy cow. We got 7 megabytes of images just sitting in memory. Oh. I'm base 64 encoding these images. And then we... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Some of this stuff wasn't working. Okay. We're watching. It's basically an AI model that we're going to play rock, paper, scissors with, and we're trying to capture some data so that I can make the model better, right? So when people log in, and if it doesn't work, they can do it. So let me see if it's actually doing the right thing. Oh, geez, that's not right. So rock, paper, scissors, none. Okay, so let's see if this. So if I'm trying to make sure that it looks like it's leading them right. The key doesn't change. It's because the key is probably like some index in the. Yeah, this is working. Okay, cool. Now let's take a look at the code here to remind us what we were doing. There's a train. Beep, beep. I'm wondering if we should move to like centralized state management. We got a lot of state going to start to happen, right? There's a lot of state starting out. Are you training image? Or it's just image, you know? Or video ref. Remove images. Yeah, look at that. Set images. Splice. Handle key. Oh. Did I? Looks like it's handling the space bar. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Now we know what the error is. None. Ooh, that's not good. That's what's happening. What is going on here? Ooh. If we go current set length. What the heck? Oh, see, we were debugging this stuff and it just wasn't working, was it? And I think in the console we were output. Oh, there it is. Somehow getting nuked. Set images, current images. I'm guessing this is, this is a const use state. Use state images. Yeah, looks like what's happening is this is getting nuked. What is going on? If frame, we get the current frame, image frame, current label. Why is it killing everything else? I'm using the spread operator here because we need to make a complete clone of this stuff. Okay. Use state array react. Every time I say react, I'm like react. React. I reacted. How to work with React. How to work with arrays and Mohammed Nadim Sharif for this wonderful article that we will consume with great care. And look at that. Same thing. Array. Use state. Handle add friend. Yes. See, that's what I did. Set friends. You're set there. Why is this sending a function in there into set friends? This isn't typed as a function, is it? It's a friend array. Here set state lets us define an anonymous function that has its previous state as an why we don't need to pass a function though in there, right? I thought you could use set state for just anything. Yeah, look at the video ID. I'm using set video ID. Where we see, we're passing that into the device selector, which is a component, and the device selector has the on select, right? Wow, look at this goodness. Wow. This is why JavaScript is so complicated. I mean, look at this. There is an entire line of code devoted to this goodness. Oh, snap! Oh, snap. I got to put our walk-off music here. Sorry. I'm going to go off soon. Just went off the rails there for a second. What is this Jason L stuff? I don't even know what. I think we were trying to do AutoML on this stuff. I'm not showing you my environments. Psh. Psh, psh, psh. By the way, next Monday, indeed, is a holiday. But Cassie and I are going to hack on some stuff and show you what we're not even going to like. It's not going to be like something we're recording it, but we're not going to like edit it for anything because Cassie is a pro. We're not editing this thing. We're just going to show up, figure stuff out, and then show you it in all its unabridged gloriousness. Unabridged gloriousness. I should do voiceovers and like, you know, make a little side money. You know what I'm saying? See, like, new Diet Cola, all the flavor, none of the calories. I mean, would you listen to that commercial? I mean, you'd have to if you were watching a TV show, right? So we'll continue working on this. I think I need to do some cleanup though of this stuff because like something's wrong with this space bar thing. Like this is concerning to me that I do a set image and it like nukes it. And this article here, where'd my article go? Okay. What? This article here doesn't help, right? It's just like use this function with the spread operator. I'm doing that. Like I'm doing that. Yeah, if your state is this big, there's a problem. You need to do something else. Like this feels wrong to me. Like use Redux or something, you know? So thank you, Mohammed Nadim Sharif. I was doing that. I'll try the function mapping, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. I mean, I don't know if that's going to do anything. My glorious friends, it's been another hour with you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me on the AI show, as always. If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on the Twitters. I'm also on Mastodon, and I have an email address. It's just seth.waters@microsoft.com. Love to answer your questions. Maybe we can make a show around your questions. Come prepared with a question, and we will see if we can answer it. As always, it's a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for watching. And hopefully we will see you next time on the AI show. Take care, friends.